Hey everyone, so today we're going to be covering my main SpeedCubes as of August 2017. Alright, so getting started with 2x2, we have the Cosmic Chewin M. Now, this was actually kind of a hard decision to make just because 2x2s are just so good nowadays. I just recently got the Cosmic Waypo M, which was just amazing. I love the feeling, and I also made myself a Zinghen M. But after deliberating about it a little bit more, I found that the Chewin actually fits my turning style a little bit better. The Zinghen is just a little bit too light for me, and the Waypo is on the heavier side, so the Chewin was definitely the perfect medium. And I mean, the Cosmic service with the added magnets is just phenomenal. I just absolutely love this cube. So I've been getting a lot of questions as to what method I use. I just use LBL just because I'm too lazy to learn any other method or more algs. And I think it seems to work pretty well. I average around sub 5 with the occasional 5s here and there. But I think for the most part, it's definitely done pretty well for me, and the Cosmic Chewin M is definitely really amazing. So 3x3 is kind of a tricky story. A few days ago, I got the GTS2M from DM Cubing, and in this he used 5x1 N48 magnets, and I gotta say, the 5x1 magnets are a total game changer. They're just a lot smoother, and they have a kind of mushier magnetic attraction compared to the 4x2 magnets. And so it overall just doesn't have a clicky or bumpy sort of feeling. It's just a lot smoother, and it just feels more buttery. And before this, I was using the Cosmic Valk 3M from SpeedCubeShop, and this thing is just absolutely amazing. It's broken in a lot, and it just overall performs really, really well. And so bottom line, I just have two really good 3x3s that I can't decide between, and so some days I'm kind of wanting the crispiness of the Valk, and other days I prefer the smoothness of the GTS2. So for now, I guess I'll just say that my 3x3 mains are the GTS2M with 5x1 magnets, and the Cosmic Valk 3M from SpeedCubeShop. Now 4x4 is kind of the same story. I'm just super indecisive, and these cubes are just so good nowadays. So this one is my Yushin Blue M that I magnetized myself. I put 3x1.5 N52s in the inner layers and 4x2 N50s in the outers, and I just love what the magnets do to the cube. Before I added the magnets, the Yushin Blue was just super unstable. I had a lot of catches, and with the magnets it just totally changes the cube. And I do love that the Yushin Blue is a little bit smaller, which is why I originally went for this over the Wu Chui. But you've probably seen my unboxing on the Wu Chui, and I was just absolutely blown away by its performance out of the box. I mean, I've never felt a Wu Chui this nice before. And yeah, I've been using this cube for a little bit now, and it's amazing. It's absolutely phenomenal. So at this point, I'm not really sure which cube I would go for. I guess first instinct I would just go for this Yushin Blue, but lately I've been experiencing some inconsistencies with solves on this, because sometimes it would have minor catches here and there, and so the Wu Chui M from SpeedCubeShop is just a little bit more reliable, but it is a little bit too big for me. So at this point I'm kind of at crossroads, so I'm just going to say that my 4x4 main is the Cosmic Wu Chui M from SpeedCubeShop and the Yushin Blue M. So luckily 5x5 is a much easier decision. As soon as I felt this Cosmic Wushuang M, it just instantly became my main. No doubt the best 5x5 that I've ever tried. It's just amazing. I mean, before I tried this Cosmic version, I just really didn't like the Wushuang, and the Weichuang GTS was just a little bit too big for me. So this was just perfect. I mean, the magnets do such a great job at minimizing those catches that this cube gets. And I just love the service that they did to this. It's so smooth, but it's fast. And I guess the only gripe that I have with this cube has to do with the fact that if you just leave it sitting for a while without doing any solves, the loop does gum it up a bit. And so you just have to do one solve and it'll just fully break it in again. But yeah, regardless, the Cosmic Wushuang M is hands down the best 5x5 that I've ever tried. So if you're looking for a new 5x5 main and you're not totally satisfied with the current options, maybe consider the Cosmic version. For 6x6, I use the stickerless Chi Wuhua. Now, I do have a black one, but after just weeks and months of trying to break that thing in, it is still just super slow. So I recently tried the stickerless one, and it's just a lot faster. And so even though the Wuhua isn't quite as fast as the Yushin Red, nor is it at a more suitable size for me. It just doesn't catch or lock up nearly as much as the Yushin Red. For 7x7, I use pretty much the same thing, a stickerless Chi. I have tried a Yushin Hualong, but that thing just catches way too much for me, and I just cannot deal with the lockups that cube gets. Even though I do like the smoothness and how fast that cube is, I just think that the Wuji is just overall a lot better. I mean, I haven't even set this up yet, but it is just insanely good. For OH, I use the 50mm cubing classroom 3x3. You can kind of tell from my turning style that I don't do this event, nor am I especially good at it, but I average around sub 1 minute with the occasional lucky 30-second solves here and there. And this cube is just really good. Before this, I used the 50mm Xianqi, which just got way too many lockups for me, and it was just a little bit too blocky. So if you're looking to get into OH, I would definitely recommend checking this one out. For Square One, I use the Cosmic Original Chi. This thing is just really nice. They do the low mod, and they also replace it with the nylon lock nut. And I do have the Cosmic XMen Volt, but the Volt is just way too blocky and locks up a lot for me. So I just prefer the flexibility of the original Chi Square One. For Pyraminx, I use the XMen Bell. Compared to the Moyu Magnetic Pyraminx, this is definitely a lot better for my own personal turning style. Because I don't really do a lot of wrist turns, the stronger magnets in here are just a lot more controllable, and ever since getting this, I've been able to drop my times, and I've been averaging around sub 10. For Scube, I use the XMen Wing II, and if you see my unboxing on it, I'm sure you could tell that this was going to be my main right off the bat. It really just doesn't lock up as much as the Moyu Magnetic Scube. It's just overall a lot nicer, and the concave design of it is a lot better for the grip. For Megaminx, I use the Yushin, and before this was the XMen Galaxy, but I had a tendency to get a lot of catches on that because it was just a little bit too fast for me. With this one, even though the actual turning isn't quite as nice feeling as the Galaxy, it's just a lot more controllable for me. It's a lot more stable, especially because I don't really do Megaminx. This is just a lot better for my turning style. For clock, there are really so many options nowadays. I do have some original Rubik's brands, and I have set a few up, but they just didn't really turn out as well as I had hoped, so I've been using this Lingao recently. The pins don't fall down, and I haven't even set this thing up yet, and the gears are pretty nice. So that is it for my main SpeedCubes. If you're curious about the methods I use and what I average, I'll leave a Google Doc link below in the description for you guys to see updates and all that. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.